नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामी निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying. We successfully finished 16th chapter, and now we are going to successfully start 17th chapter today. The three divisions of faith, based on the three modes of material nature. Because Arjuna is going to ask a very important question. That's what we are going to study today in the very first sloka of this 17th chapter. Arjuna asks questions based on what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita every time. Krishna also, every sloka is connected with the previous sloka. So there is a continuous flow in this Bhagavad Gita. That itself shows very clearly that this Bhagavad Gita is not changed at any point of time, and no one can change this also, because this is Krishna's songs, Krishna's Gita. That's what we need to understand. So that way, by Krishna's mercy, this Bhagavad Gita is there for us to study now. Krishna is so much merciful, he came to this world and gave this knowledge. Even though nothing is forcing Krishna to come here. He comes on his own. Prakritim swam. Swam prakriti. Sambhavami atmamaya. Prakritim swam adhisthaya sambhavami atmamaya. That's what Krishna said. So his own internal potency comes here. Krishna, the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, he comes here. And he comes here to protect the pious, annihilate the miscreants, and establish the principles of Dharma. That's what I reminded yesterday also, this sloka. So, that way, Krishna wants us to escape from this material world. When there is some natural calamities or some disasters, so at that time there are a lot of people, they go to try to save people who are in problem. So like that, we are in problem. And Krishna came here to save us. So Krishna gave us this knowledge, and Krishna wants us to follow this Bhagavad Gita so that we can save, we can get ourselves saved from this material world, which is the ocean of material miseries. Mrityu samsara sagara. That's what Krishna is explaining about this material world. Asadadana purushaka dharmasyasya parantapa aprapya mam nivartante mrityu samsara vatmani. So, when a person has no faith on this dharma, he won't be able to come to me, but he will come back to this ocean of material miseries, mrityu samsara vatmani, where the death is certain. But anyone who thinks about me all the time, who renders all, who performs all the activities and surrenders all the results unto me, etu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mamdhyayanta upasate tesamaham samudarta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mayyavesita chetasam. So if we focus our thoughts only on Krishna all the time, Maya Veshita Chetasam, then Krishna will be able to quickly deliver us from this. Without any delay, Krishna can deliver us from this ocean of material miseries, Mrityu, Samsara, Sagara. So that means we have to perform all activities. Sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaga. So only keeping Krishna as the destination, and we should perform all the activities only for Krishna. Ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. So without any deviation, by performing this yoga, by following this Bhagavad Gita, so we should focus our mind all the time and worship Krishna. Mam dhyayanta upasate. Then Krishna can save us from this ocean of material miseries. That's what the knowledge Krishna gave us in this Bhagavad Gita. Even though this Kali Yuga is full of faults, there is one great quality. So that is simply by chanting Krishna's holy name, we will get liberation from this material world. Kale doshi nidhi rajan astiki ekan mahan gunan kirtanatteva krishnasya mukta sangha param bhajet. Kirtanatteva Krishna. So we need to just perform Krishna's kirtan. So glorify Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. That's it. And participate in Krishna kirtana. So that's what we are supposed to do. Then we will be liberated from this material ocean. Mukta Sangha Param. So we have got that opportunity now. Studying Bhagavad Gita, rendering devotional service to Krishna, offering prasadam to Krishna, spreading Krishna's message, and we are able to find enough opportunities to please Krishna. Even studying Bhagavad Gita like this every day, at least 5 days a week, studying Bhagavad Gita like this keeps us in Krishna consciousness. There is no doubt about this. At this point of time, we are not thinking about anything else. At this point of time, our mind is focusing only on Krishna. Because we are studying Bhagavad Gita, that same knowledge Krishna gave it to sun god Vivaswan, that same knowledge Krishna gave to Arjuna more than 5,000 years ago, that same knowledge we are studying now. We are receiving it now, and we are enjoying now. With this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we are able to get ourselves connected very fully with Krishna, very strongly with Krishna, we are able to disconnect ourselves also very strongly from this material world. That's what is needed, very strong disconnection. That means it should never be attached. That's why we need to cut down. We need to completely cut down all the attachments to this material world. Depend only on Krishna. Do everything only for Krishna. and let Krishna do everything for us. So that's what, do it for Krishna. That's it. So whatever we do, we need to do everything only for Krishna. So that way we are letting Krishna to do everything for us. By doing everything for Krishna, we are letting Krishna to do everything for us. So we need to depend on Krishna only all the time. In all endeavors, all the results belong to Krishna. So that way our mind should be offered to Krishna. We should not have any attachments to anything in this material world, because nothing is going to come with us. We are going to lose everything. So if we gain Krishna consciousness, that we are not going to lose. If we gain control over our mind, that we are not going to lose. If we practice remembering only Krishna all the time in our life, that we are not going to lose, because our mind is going to remember only what we are practicing every day. So Sada Tadbhava Bhavita. So that's what Krishna said, that you remember that form all the time. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajatyante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita. So what we are going to remember at the time of death, that's what is very important. Nothing else. What our mind is going to remember. That depends only if our mind is in our control or not. If we are not able to control our mind, if our mind is not our best friend, so then we are not going to remember Krishna at the time of death. So if you want to remember Krishna at the time of death, then only we can go to Goloka. If you want to go to Goloka, we need to remember Krishna at the time of death. So how to remember Krishna at the time of death? So that means don't remember anything else other than Krishna only. That means take out everything from our mind. That's it. We should not be attached to anything, connected to anything, worried about anything. We should never think that anything belongs to us. We should live in such a condition that we should be disconnected. We should not think that we own anything in this material world, because this material world itself is made up of matter, and this matter is subjected to change, and everything is changing every day, and nothing is permanent. And our relationship with only Krishna is permanent, and we are permanent, and we are not the body, we are the souls, and each and every individual is a soul, and Krishna is a super soul, and we need to connect with Krishna. So that's what is very important. When we die, we are going to lose everything. We'll be completely disconnected from this material world. Why not we do it now? Because when we die, that's what is going to happen. And there is no guarantee that we will live very long also. Even if we live very long, also, what's the point? Even if a person lives for more than 100 years, 100 years, what's the use? If that person is not a Krishna's devotee and not able to serve Krishna, then there is no point, there is no use. It won't make any difference whether a person lives long or short. And even if a person is a devotee of Krishna, is fully surrendered soul of unto Krishna, that means that person, the devotee, is already liberated from this material world. So that way, when death comes, that devotee will directly go to Goloka. So we should elevate ourselves to that platform. That's what is very important. We should disconnect from everything else in this material world and fully connect only with Krishna and focus our mind only on Krishna. Then we are going to save ourselves. Then we are not going to come back to this material way. So Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. Bhagavad Gita is giving us all the knowledge what we need to get out of this material way. We are in the dense forest of illusion. We need to get out. Yadate moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati. So that's what should happen to our intelligence. So we need to get out of this dense forest of illusion. And the way to get out of this dense forest of illusion, the guide which shows us the way is this Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, the song of God. So if we just follow Bhagavad Gita, then we are going to get out of the dense forest of illusion. Then at that point of time, we will be disconnected from this material world. We are not worried about anything. We are not connected with this world. We should not be attached to anything in this material world. We should not think that anything is ours. So simply depending on Krishna fully, surrendering ourselves unto Krishna completely, so then we will be able to lead a very, very happy and blissful life. That's what is going to happen. So happiness means we need to have a peaceful mind. Peace of mind brings happiness. So that way, peace of mind is the source of happiness. And peace of mind comes only if our mind is focusing on Krishna all the time, because Jitatmanaka Prashantasya. That's what is going to happen. Jitatmanaka Prashantasya means when we conquer our mind, then our mind is going to be peaceful. If we don't conquer our mind will always be agitated only, always disturbed. It won't be peaceful at all. So Jitatmanaga Prasantasya Paramatma Samahitaga Sitoshna Sukadukke Tata Mana Apamanayo. So when we are able to conquer our mind, so then we will be able to achieve the super soul, the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. At that point of time, we are not going to be affected by the dualities in this material world. Nothing is going to affect us. So we need to elevate ourselves to that status of fully controlled mind. Prasanta manasam hyenam yoginam sukham muttamam upaiti santarajasam brahmabhutam makalmasham. That's what is going to happen. To achieve that prasanta manasam, that very peaceful mind. Prasanta manasam hyenam yoginam sukham uttamam. So we are going to experience the supreme enjoyment, supreme happiness, sukham uttamam upaiti santa rajasam. So all our rajoguna is completely pacified. So we are not going to be affected by the passion at all. Upaiti santa rajasam brahmabhutam. At that time, upaiti brahmabhutam. So we will achieve the brahmabhuta platform. We will achieve Krishna's way, Goloka, upaiti santa rajasam brahmabhutam akalmasham, freed from all sins. So that's what is going to happen. Now we are successfully going to start the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we finished 16th chapter. So in the 16th chapter, in the slokas, last sloka 23 and 24, what we studied. So Krishna is teaching us in the sloka number 23. Yasastra vidim utsujya vartate kamakaratah Nasa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Anyone gives up the scriptural injunctions, Shastra vidim utsujya, and acts according to his own whims, according to his own desires, vartate kamakaratah, and nasasiddhim avapnoti, he is not going to attain perfection. Na sukham, he is not going to be happy at all. Na param gatim, he is not going to achieve the supreme destination. That's what Krishna says. He who discards scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme destination. Then in the last sloka, what Krishna taught us in the 16th chapter, 24th sloka, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavastitau Nyatva Shastra Vidan Uktam Karma Kartum Miharhasi Therefore, tasmat sastram pramanam te, keeping Shastra as everything. So going with this Shastra, this Bhagavad Gita is the Shastra. Because in the 15th chapter, last sloka, Krishna said that iti guhya tamam shastram idam muktam mayanaga etat buddhva buddhiman shyat kritakrityascha bharatam. So whatever I have told you now, this is the guhya tamam shastram. This is the topmost secret. So this Shastra. So that's what Shastram Pramanam te karya karya bhavasita. When we do something or don't do something, consult this Bhagavad Gita and decide what to do, what not to do. Everything should be based on this Bhagavad Gita. Anyatva Shastra Vidanoktam. And by knowing what is said in this Shastra, in this Bhagavad Gita, you perform, you do your activities. Karma kartum ihargasi. That's what Krishna told us. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Then in the next chapter, 17th chapter, the very first shloka, now Arjuna is asking, Arjuna Vacha Ye Shastra Vidim Utsrujya Yajante Shabdayan Tesham Nishtatu Ka Krishna Satvamaho Rajastamaha Tesham Nishtatu Ka Krishna. What is their faith, Krishna? So for those who have given up these sastric injunctions, scriptural injunctions, those Shastra Vidim Utsrijya, those who don't follow the Shastra Vidim, because Krishna said that, yes, Shastra Vidim Utsrijya Vartate Kamakarataga. So that's what he said in the 16th chapter we just studied in the sloka number 23. So here Arjuna is asking, based on what Krishna said, Arjuna is asking, Ye Shastra Vidim Utsrijya Vartate Yajante Shabdayan Vitaga. So those who give up the scriptural injunctions and regulations of the scripture and they act according to their own faith. Yajante Shabdayan Vitaga Tesham Nishtatu Ka Krishna. So what is their faith, Krishna? Is it in the mode of goodness, patience, or ignorance? Satvamaho Rajastamaha. That's what Arjuna is asking. Arjuna inquired, O Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, in patience, or in ignorance? So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully started the 17th chapter and we have finished the very first sloka in the 17th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna
Thank you
Mataji.
so much Guruji for today's class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Sanjay Kar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much for the nice lectures, and we have today entered into 17th chapter.
Yes,
and I was just remembering that perhaps we started this round of the Bhagavad Gita in the beginning of the 22.
Exactly,
So,
January 22. Yes,
yes, Guruji. So we are likely to complete this round of the Bhagavad Gita maybe by the end of this year.
End of this year. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's really very enlightening and very sort of giving the daily dose of the motivation, the right thinking, the right direction. How should we move in our life?
Yes, Prabhu. Now we should really plan very well about our next cycle when we start. Yes, Prabhu. We need to
certainly, Guruji.
get
Certainly.
more devotees to join, make many more devotees to join. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. So thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Ipsa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for this class, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ranjit Pradeep Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
I'm not so continuous about your chapters, but I am still liking the whole entire process. And on past time hearing your total lecture on Bhagavad Gita.
Very nice.
I appreciate your work and the bhakti you have established so far.
Yes,
thank you.
Krishna. So where are you, Prabhu? Which place you are from?
I am from Odisha, Jaipur, Odisha, India.
India. Okay.
Odisha state in.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Very nice talking. Hare Krishna. Ravindra Koil Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Sadhu Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dandavad pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Grateful to you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. I don't have any question for today. Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much for the class, Guruji. Very
Yes.
happy to be starting a new chapter today,
Yes.
the divisions of faith.
Yes.
Again, we'll be visiting the modes of
Yeah.
the 3 modes and other things
One
in
takes
this.
18th chapter also almost like 1/3 of 18th chapter also on the almost half of 18th chapter beginning also about modes of nature only. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you very much, Guruji. And very nicely, always you keep saying, if we do everything for Krishna, Krishna will do, everything for us. That is a very nice way to always, devote everything we do for Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Interesting session. Today also we are enjoying the class. You rightly said that Krishna himself came to us, given this Gita Gyan.
Yes, Prabhu.
The same knowledge which he has given to Arjuna, we are getting.
Yes.
And we have to, with the Krishna consciousness, we have to make ourselves always remembering him so that we can get cut off from the materialistic world. Interesting thing. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Pranam.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Thank you so much. Very interesting slogas, Guruji. Very interesting chapter also. Really, we should follow follow what he said. That is what the most important thing. So that is where the problem is. To follow the scriptures. Anyway, thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna, Guruji. I think the 17th chapter is also going to be very interesting. That's very nice, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Guruji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Rama. Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class, new chapter, new learning. Keep reminding ourselves with all your learnings, Guruji. Thank you so much for keeping us daily basis. It's very difficult on your path also, but you're just encouraging all of us, for which we have to be very grateful. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Rama Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Thank
Yes.
you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Class is going on very nice, very interesting.
Yes.
And every time when I hear that at the time of death we should remember Krishna, that actually before the joining this class, I used to have that fear about the death. Now it has gone.
Yes. We can just remember Krishna and just die. That's it.
Yes, Guruji. No, actually,
So
that
we
time
don't have
I
anything
feel that it is more precious of our life. That precious time.
Yes, we don't have anything. We don't have anything to lose. Actually, if we already lose everything before death, then we don't have to worry about death.
Haha, yes, Guruji, this is really true.
We have to lose by force. Everything is taken away from us. By willingly, we need to give up everything. Then everything is fine. Yes, Mother.
True, Guruji. That knowledge we have got from this Bhagavad Gita,
Bhagavad
actually.
Gita. Yes, Mother. That is correct.
Oh. If you leave means forcibly, it will take.
Yeah.
If you won't leave, it will forcibly take.
That is correct.
If we leave on our own, then that holding will not be there. That attachment will not be there with materialistic things.
Yes, Mother.
Guruji, it is very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु
Hare
धन्यवाद
Krishna.
प्रणाम
Dandavad Pranam.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे हरे
Hare
रामा
Rama,
हरे
Hare
रामा
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
कुंभो नंदी सर हरे कृष्ण
Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
By the costless mercy of Sri Krishna, I could attend today's class, the Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge. We have entered 17th chapter. We have successfully finished the divine and demonic nature, that is 16th chapter. Now we are studying about the divisions of faith, Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. In this Bhagavad Gita, for Arjuna's queries, Krishna is answering, and by Krishna's mercy, we got this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Krishna came on his own to earth for Dharma Samstapana. He wants us to escape from this material world and follow. We have to follow Bhagavad Gita and God and get relieved from this material world. This is full of miseries. Krishna says, whoever surrenders unto me all the time, focus on me, focus our mind on him all the time, then Krishna will deliver us from this samsara sagara. Without any deviation, following Bhagavad Gita, focusing our mind on Krishna all the time, glorifying Krishna, chanting Mahamantra and Krishna's Kirtana, we can get liberated from this ocean of samsara. We have to be always in Krishna consciousness. Bhagavad Gita, the same knowledge whichever Arjuna got long back, we are also studying the same thing now. We get strong disconnection from this material world, cut down all attachments with material world, doing everything for Krishna, only for Krishna, then letting Krishna to do everything for us. We have to depend on Krishna all the time. Practice remembering Krishna all the time. At the time of death, what we remember, that only will help us. We should know that we won't own anything in this world. We are not the body and we are the soul. We should depend only on Krishna, focus only on Krishna. Then we are not coming back to this material world. We need to get out of this dense forest of illusion by the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, connecting a happy and blissful life. Peace of mind comes only when we focus our mind only on Krishna. We have to conquer our mind to achieve the supreme goal, that is the super soul. We need to reach full perfection and to attain the Brahma Bhuta platform. In the 16th chapter, last slokas, 23rd sloka, Krishna is telling anyone who gives up spiritual injunctions, sastric rules, acts as per his own desires, not going to attain perfection. He cannot go to supreme destination, na paramgati. In the sloka of 24, Krishna is telling, therefore, if you give up Shastra Vidhi,
Yes, yeah. I'm not able to
are
hear
you
you.
hearing me? Are you getting me?
Yeah, now I'm able to hear you. Yes,
Okay. In the last sloka, Krishna is telling, therefore, you must know what to do and what not to do based on the Shastra, that is Bhagavad Gita, Shastra Pramanam. By knowing what is said in Shastras, we perform our duties to gradually get elevated. And in today's sloka, 17th chapter, first sloka, Arjuna is asking Krishna, what is the fate of for those who have given up scriptural injunctions and don't follow Shastra Vidhi, act according to their own faith, their own worship? What is their fate? Are they in the modes of goodness, passion, or ignorance? Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Yeah, I was in Chennai for one important function, family function. I came back today only. So by Krishna's mercy, I could able to attend the class. I was little late. Am I audible?
Yes, bro.
So that is what today's 17th chapter, it explains everything, how to maintain Shastra. See, for this context, for this Kali Yuga, we cannot expect all the devotee to be very, very strong on their Shastra, on execution, following or anything. So, for example, our Jyoti Mataji is asking, I mean, everybody has a little deficiency. See, most of our devotee in this group are all over the Krishna conscious group. See, everybody's mind, we know that we are just going around 20% or 15% or 10% or 5% or 1%. The rest of the things, what is written up to the 18th chapter, we could not able to follow in a fullest form. So, little bit we are guilty, and Krishna always be a strict teacher. Because of his knowledge, because the way he is explaining things, normal people cannot able to understand. They will not come to Krishna because he is the strict teacher. Because its words, the way he is teaching us is very, very strong, very, very strong, and very, very, one infer with others, other infer with others. For example, one among millions, they will come. So Krishna says, in Sanskrit, I cannot able to recollect. In the English translation, it is, I am not available to everybody. In another chapter, he says, I am available to only a few people. Therefore, it is a contest. So, a devotee cannot find him. He is not saying negativity. In the word, it is positive. He says, whoever follows certain methods and process, they will find me. Not everybody will find me. So, in the sloka, it comes. I think you also explained in another chapter. So, Krishna is saying it is not possible for everybody to find him. A few people will find him. Once they find him, there is no coming back. Very, very cleanly it is told. So, even Shivan Ishwaran, Parvati asked, how I can chant this Vishnu Sahasranamam and Narayana Kirti and so many things are there in Veda. Because Krishna all the Veda belonging to Krishna. From Krishna only all these Vedas has divided, and through Ganesha it is all gone to a different Rishi, Muni and all, Sapta Rishi. So, Ishvara Parameshwara, he says to his wife Parvati, the sloka it comes, Sri Rama Rama Ramedi Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulbyam Ramanama Varaname. So, even Ishvara is telling, he is not telling her, you chant it, then only you will get moksha or you can reach Vishnu Pada. What he is saying, just you tell Ram, 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 Ram. That itself please Vishnu, and he will happy to accept you. So, what I want to tell is practically in the Kali Yuga, chanting Krishna's name and remembering Krishna itself is a big thing. We need not to do extraordinary things to reach him. With a pure heart, if we can just pronounce his name, he accepts his devotees. There is no question of doubt here. So slowly when we are doing all Krishna conscious things, even like Sumati Mataji, Jyoti Mataji, when they are making food and providing as a prasada, when they are distributing the food to their family or any of the people, when we are having a satsang, there itself they are taking the food. They need not to do extraordinary things, what has been written in the Bhagavad Gita. Maybe it is possible, may not be possible, because in Kali Yuga, we don't have that kind of environment we could able to follow. So the moral of the story is, whatever the way we in the purest form we are doing a little thing, Krishna is very happy. Krishna Rama is very, very happy. They don't demand. So one greatness about Krishna, we will find Anjaneya, other Bhakta, Shiva, with 100 feet statue, 200 feet statue. Ganesha in Mumbai and other places, the statue, the temples and the celebration happens with 200 feet, 300 feet. Guruji, try to understand. Even I went to Mantralaya, other places, temple places, Krishna is in a very, very, very small way. They bring it from the small box where every day Abhishekam happens. Even in the Raghavendra temple, Mantralaya, so many Udupi temple, you can't find Krishna as 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet. Even I don't think we celebrate with 100 feet, 200 feet Krishna. So it says the Murti is less and Kirti is more directly. So he is in each and every living being. That is the greatness about the Krishna. We need to understand. He is in each every living being. Each living being are sustaining themselves only because of Krishna. So that is the conclusion we can derive. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.